Okay, let's start this strip burger off. First thing you want to do, this is a bone-in New York strip steak. And, I don't know, I suppose we should have a moment of silence for the steak. But first thing you want to do is remove the bone and any other bits of bone fragments that you find. The reason we have to do this is, of course, we're making a burger, so we got to grind the meat. Now, if you were actually just making the steak, I would advise maybe keeping the bone in there. It does add a little bit of flavor in there. So, after we get the bones out of our steaks, it's time to carve this thing up. Okie dokie. We're going to grind this meat once. We're going to have about a half a pound of burger meat. I've got the medium die on this sumbitch. And because we got about a half a pound, I've decided to make one big-ass patty. So, a couple of more minutes and I'll be outside and show everyone the next step. Okie dokie. Remember I said we got that big fat patty? I did let it chill down in the fridge for about 30 minutes or so. Just to let it, firm up a little bit. And honestly, I'm treating this like a steak. And the only seasoning I'm going to have on this is salt and pepper. And I am going to put a little peanut oil in the pan just because I usually cook steaks with peanut oil. That's just me. It is optional, but I just decided to do it for this one. Okay, and then you want a nice cast iron pan. Get that griddle thing going. And then you want to season the other side. And season liberally. Remember, every time you flip this damn burger, you lose 30 to 40% of the seasoning. So most of it, just falls off and stays in the damn pan. And plus, that creates that lovely, wonderful crust that we all love with burgers. So, take a nice swig of beer. And, be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we are just about ready to give this burger a flip. Now, I am of the opinion it doesn't matter. Some people swear by flipping it just once. I don't see the big goddamn deal with that. As you can see, I brought out a little butter. You'll see what that's for in a minute. Nice little swig of beer for the working guy. And I'm going to move the camera in here a little bit closer so you can get a nice shot of that gorgeous crust on that there burger. That's the advantage of cooking your burgers in a cast iron pan as opposed to a griddle. You do get that wonderful, gorgeous crust. But yeah, about 4 minutes aside, we'll get this sumbitch, because it is a half-pound burger. It'll get this sumbitch to about rare. About 2 minutes after that, every side will get it to about mid-rare, 2 minutes more medium, and 2 minutes after that would be well done. I'm going to go for about mid-well. So, yeah, it's got about a little bit longer in the pan, and I'll be back at the next step. Okie dokie, time to give this burger another flip. And look at that. Absolutely gorgeous crust. As you can see, there's my late dog Hendrix in the shot. And doing the little touch test here. How you do that is you take your thumb and your forefinger and feel the fleshy part of your hand. And that's rare. Thumb and middle finger pushed together, that's about medium well. Thumb and ring finger is well done. Now, I'm going to add that butter to the pan. And watch what I'm going to do with this here butter. We're going to baste the burger with the butter. You've already seen me do this with steaks multiple times. It adds an absolutely gorgeous finish and a gorgeous flavor to the burger. And to every single son of a bitch that is going to whine, bitch, and cry about, that's so unhealthy, my simple response is, fuck you. Don't have it every goddamn day. This is not a burger that you have every goddamn fucking meal. I mean, Jesus Christ, do you honestly think I'd buy fucking New York strip steaks every goddamn time I wanted a burger? No, generally my go-to cut of meat is a chuck roast. Why? Nice and cheap and puts out a pretty good flavor. But for a special burger, for a special occasion, this will do the job. So, you want to baste the butter just a little bit. The butter will also come in and serve another purpose when we go to toast up our buns. So you want to toast up your buns a little bit. Nothing really too fancy-dancy here. Okay, burger has reached its desired doneness. Time to add the cheese. Now this is 2 slices of Swiss cheese, because I think Swiss goes pretty good with steak. Like I said, I'm kind of treating this burger like a steak, and some people are going to be really irritated with me that I'm putting cheese on top of what essentially was a New York strip steak, but keep in mind it's now a goddamn burger. So, put a cover on, let the cheese melt up, and bring it in the house. Okie dokie. Let's get this burger made. Now, you want to have a bed of nice green leaf lettuce, and put that big old fat patty on top of that. Lettuce will actually stop the bread from getting all soggy with the grease in the burger, and yes, all burgers have grease on them, so suck it. Then you want to add some nice mayo to the top of the burger bun, and we're going to make a little rocket sauce, which is essentially ketchup and mayo. Nothing too complicated here, and I'm going to keep this burger pretty simple. So after that, just put the bun on top, and that's it. The strip burger. Done.